Hey green friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing an impromptu plant shopping at Harris Teeter. Harris Teeter is just like a local grocery store that we have. For those that don't know, they don't typically have a great option or a lot of options of plants. However, I'm going there anyway to pick up some things for my household, so I wondered maybe I should just check out the plants and see what they have. So let's see what we can find. I'm not expecting to find anything. I'm actually expecting to be let down. But we'll see what happens. See you when we get there. Everything seems to be $5.99 for the poinsettias. They have a lot of them. The Christmas cactus, I don't see a price. Oh, $12.99. And the African violets are $5. Oh, Cal and Chloe. So they're not African violets. Okay. I knew they didn't look like an African violet. They're Cal and Chloe's, guys. Very pretty. That's really it. Alright guys, as you saw, Harris Teeter really had nothing as far as plants go. The Cal and Chloe's were very pretty, and that was actually my first time seeing Cal and Chloe's in person. I hear other people talk about them, but I've never actually saw them at a nursery, so that was pretty exciting. But all they had was Christmas cactus, Cal and Chloe's, and orchids. So we're going home now. I'm gonna probably put this with another video in a different store. If you're new, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and comment. Today I'm coming at you guys with a Amazon favorites for planty items. These are all items that I have been using since the start of my plant journey. They have helped me in the very beginning when I was a brand new plant mom and had no clue what I was doing, or what I should be doing, should I say. So I thought I should share these things with you, and maybe it can help you along the way as well. Let's get into it. The very first item I'm going to show you guys, you can kind of see it back here. The very first item I'm going to show you guys is one of my top faves. It is a moisture meter. You guys, this has been a lifesaver. I think this is one of the very main reasons why I haven't had so many fatalities with my plants. I've been able to keep them alive and not overwater them because of this little guy right here. This is very common. A lot of people use it. And basically you just stick the meter into the soil of your plants. And once you put it in there, it will go and show you how moist or how not moist the soil is. It'll tell you if you need more water. This thing also has a pH and light setting. I don't use them, but they can be helpful in telling you if your plants need more light, less light, if the soil is acidic, all those types of things. I love this thing. And once again, I don't use it for those factors. I only use it to check the moisture of the soil. And it's very helpful because sometimes I can't always tell, especially with a lot of my bigger plants. They're so huge, they have so much soil, and I can't get my finger deep down enough to know if the soil is wet. Also, it's kind of gross. I don't want to put my fingers all the way down into the soil. Like, I just know this is so much easier for me to do. So I love this thing, and I've been using it since day one. The next item I'll be talking about that is one of my top faves that I ordered from Amazon for my plant babies are mosquito bits. Guys, this has been such a lifesaver for me. I will say you do have to be careful when using mosquito bits. So two things. This helps with reducing fungus gnats, those pesky little flies that fly around all in your face while you're trying to sleep, while you're trying to eat, just in the air being annoying. This helps reduce them because they absolutely hate mosquito bits. However, the way I was using them, I was adding it to the top layer of my soil. And over time, as I watered the soil of my plants, some of the mosquito bits became moldy on certain plants. For example, my string of hearts. My string of hearts became very moldy because the mosquito bits were just sitting on top of the soil, constantly wet every time I watered them. And because of that, I kind of had to repot my string of hearts, and then they ended up dying because I didn't repot it right, because the roots, if you know string of hearts, the roots on the string of hearts are so fragile, so dense, that it's kind of hard to repot it. It's like doing a transplant surgery. You have to be careful. It was a whole ordeal. But I'm going to say they're still my favorite because they did in fact help me get rid of my fungus gnats. To this day, I do not have any fungus gnats. I think I saw one fungus gnat 2.5 weeks ago, that was flying around my room. Now it is gone. I don't see it anymore. I don't have that issue. This has helped so much, you guys. And if you want to avoid it getting moldy on the top layer, you can mix this in with your soil. That is another alternative. Or you can also mix this in with your water. So you can put this in your water and boil it and let the water sit for a course of 24 hours or however long you want to, and then proceed to water your plants with that water instead. There's multiple ways to do it, but just wanted to tell you guys about these in case you didn't already know. Lifesaver. Plus, this huge thing, I think I got this on Amazon. I'll have to list the prices in the description box because I don't 100% remember, but I know it's very affordable, like maybe under $20 for this whole big thing. I'll let you guys know in the description box. My next favorite thing for my plant babies that I get from Amazon would be neem oil. Guys, another lifesaver right here. This bottle is almost empty. I have had this bottle since the very start of my journey. Okay, so one thing about me, I do not like any type of bugs, any type of pest, any type of creepy crawlies. No, I can't do it, you guys. I really can't. So when I first started in my plant journey and I understood or started to realize, okay, pests can be a problem with having houseplants, I quickly started doing research to figure out ways to prevent having any type of pest issues, even though sometimes it can be unavoidable. And a lot of people were mentioning neem oil. So I went ahead and ordered me some on Amazon. The top broke off, if that's what you're wondering. But I went ahead and ordered me a bottle on Amazon. And what I've been doing is I mix this in to a huge spray bottle. I mix this in with water and dish soap and warm water, and I shake it up, and then I spritz all of my plants. I spritz all of my plants' foliage. I spritz all of my plants' top layer of soil. I spritz the stems. Literally, it sounds bad, but technically I do drown my plants in this solution mixture. One, when I first bring them into my house. So once I purchase them from the nursery and I bring them home, I spritz them down completely with my neem oil mixture before I introduce them into my room amongst my other plants. And then also every couple of months, maybe every 2 to 3 months, I go back into all of my plants and spritz again, just as a preventative. And so far, so good, guys. Like, I don't want to jinx myself. I'm knocking on wood. I'm crossing my fingers. I have not had any problems with pests in the 6 to 7 months that I've been a plant mom. So I think it's because of this mixture that I've been using. It could also just be my environment. I don't know, but I like it. I like it. We like it. We're not complaining. The neem oil is a solution. Additionally, I also like the neem oil mixture that I make because I also use that to clean off my leaves, especially on my bigger plants. When I'm spritzing the leaves and spraying down the foliage, I go in with a soft cloth and wipe it down, and that just gets all the dirt and the dust off of the leaves and allows for photosynthesis to take place. If your foliage is dusty and grimy, photosynthesis can't happen. You have to get that dusty layer off of those leaves so that I can get some sun and thrive. Let's see, what's next on my list? This is very simple. This is a fave of mine. It doesn't have to be a fave of yours. You can literally use any type of watering can that you want, but this is the one that I got from Amazon and I love it. The main reason I love it is because of the large the long spout. It allows me just to get in deep into the plants, especially the ones that have a lot of leaves and bigger leaves. I can really get in there deep with this longer spout on here. So I love this, Amazon. And like I said, I'll be listing the prices for everything down at the bottom in the description box if you guys are curious. Next on the list, we're actually almost done. That didn't take long. Next on the list are Totem moss poles. Now this is just one that I have. The first one I ordered was a lot bigger than this. This is a 12-inch moss pole. The first one I ordered, I believe, was an 18-inch moss pole, and I'm using it right now for my huge Monstera Deliciosa. But unfortunately, my Monstera Deliciosa is outgrowing the 18-inch, so I bought a 12-inch extension, and I just find these to come in great. They're great quality. I haven't had any issues, any rusting. Let me see if I can open it so I can show you guys just really a close-up of the quality. My Monstera really loves this specific brand of moss pole. Can you guys see? Yeah, so she's been climbing her way up her 18-inch moss pole, and now she needs an extension. So I just went ahead and bought a 12-inch one, and I'll be adding this onto her today. Hopefully she will like it. Hopefully she can latch on to this as well. And they have a bunch of different sizes on Amazon. I think they start as low as 12 inches, but go all the way up to 24 inches. I'm pretty sure it's 24 inches is the largest size you can get in this specific brand. I'll also have this link down at the bottom. But this is a staple for me. I love these. I'll probably keep buying them for my larger plants as time goes on, just because I love this specific quality. You can also make these guys, but I don't have time. If you have time, you go right ahead and try to make it. While we're on the topic of moss poles, I wanted to show you guys a different brand of moss poles that I'm currently using. So I have a total of 4 of these. 2 of them were gifted to me by a planty friend. Amber, if you're watching this, yes, her name is Amber as well. Amber, if you're watching this, thank you again, girl. She gifted me 2 already, and I also bought 2 for myself. But they look like this, and they have the wooden stick at the bottom. These I would more so use for like a pothos plant or a Rhapidora tetrasperma, a mini Monstera, just because they only have one piece that sticks into the soil, whereas the other one I just showed you has 2 prongs, so it's a little bit more sturdy. Plus this is a lot thinner in my opinion, so I feel like the golden pothos or even the mini Monstera will have a better time wrapping around this than a huge giant Monstera Deliciosa. So this comes in a 2-pack, and I love these as well. I'll also list the price down below for you guys so you can check them out. And we got 2 more things, guys. 2 more things that are my top fave products from Amazon for my plant babies. Y'all, this one right here, if you don't look into anything else that I mentioned in this video, make sure you look into this product alone. Y'all, my plants have been thriving so much because of this product. I'm trying to open it because I already have one, but I bought a second one and it came in from Amazon a few days ago, so that's the one I'm opening. It is, let me show you guys the box. It is these LED grow lights, and I'll make sure I link them down at the bottom so you can see the exact ones I'm talking about. These grow lights, you guys, are amazing. My plants thrive so much simply because of these grow lights here. It has a clip so that you can clip it to whatever support system you want, whether it be a table or some other structure. And then it has 2 lights on it, and you can bend them to do whatever direction you want them to go in, you guys. Like, so many options with these. And they also have a little remote on them so that you can set the timer. I leave mine specifically on 12 hours every day. It comes on around 1:30 p.m. and it cuts off around 1:30 a.m. You can set it to whatever time you want. They also have a brightness setting, so you can turn the brightness up or turn the brightness down. In about a month alone, maybe even less than that, I saw tremendous progress with my Scindapsus pictus. What else? My Scindapsus pictus, my polka dot plant, my I'm looking down at my plants because I'm trying to remember which ones started off under these grow lights. My philodendron cordatum, so many plants that were like not showing me any growth started to perk up the second I put them underneath these grow lights. And basically, I think what it is, it's the fact that the plant is trying to reach more towards the light, as if it was the sun. It's trying to get more and more and more. So it's basically growing upward and upward, trying to reach more, and it's growing. Let me show you guys my skin. Dad just picked this. This one sits under the grow lights every day. Every day. It does not move from that spot. And if I show you what this one started off as, you would be shocked. This was a rescue plant that I saved. It was on its last leg, and I've been keeping it under the grow light ever since, and it's just been extremely happy. So cute. So cute. So yeah, that's just an example. I could show you one more. I want you guys to really understand how great these lights are. And no, this is not a paid sponsorship. I'm just truly trying to tell you guys so that you can get some for yourself. This is my variegated string of hearts. And when I first started these, they were literally just cuttings or nodes that were stuck down into the soil. Now they're growing, they're starting to hang over the edge of the pot, and they're also just thriving, you guys, thriving under the grow lights. Hope you guys can see. I know it's not the best quality, but just want to give you guys an idea. This is not a plant tour. This is not a plant tour. Let me get back on track. I do have one more product to show you guys, something very small, something very minor, but it has changed the game for me. Hold on just a second. Let me go get it. The last two items I'm going to be talking about are cinnamon and house sticky traps. Cinnamon, I say cinnamon. Okay, so there's a story behind this. So when I first started with my plant journey, I kind of was just winging it. I was using YouTube videos to help me, and that was pretty much it. But then I made a plant Instagram page because I wanted to showcase my plants more. I wanted more people to see them. Along with that came a plant community where I gained tons of followers, tons of friends, tons of supporters, people just genuinely wanting to help and give tips on what has worked for them in their plant journey. And I'm one of my planty friends on that page. His name is Kieran. If you're watching this, Kieran, hey, thanks again for all your help. Anyways, I saw that he was using cinnamon on the top layer of some of his plants. And so I asked him, I'm like, hey, like, what does the cinnamon do? Because I didn't understand. And long story short, he told me that the cinnamon is an antifungal. So if you're sprinkling this on the top layer of your soil, it helps fight against those pesky fungus gnats. This combined with the mosquito bits are one of the top 2 reasons I don't have a house gnat problem or fungus gnat problem anymore. Another solution to the fungus gnats. I feel like majority of the products I showed you guys today have helped with the fungus gnats and just pests in general. The house plant sticky sticks. I just call them stickies. And you guys have probably seen these, but basically all you do, you take the steak, you take the sticky, you peel it and you put it onto the steak and you stick it in your plant. And I have a lot of them. I have one in almost every plant, but that's basically what it looks like. And it just catches, hold on, let me turn this so you guys can actually see. It catches and it draws in the mosquito gnats. I mean the house gnats, I'm sorry. You can see them all over this sticky trap. And you could just change out the sticky trap over time and just keep catching more and more. A lot of my sticky traps have been in my plants for a while now, and I should probably change them. However, it comes with time. But yes, these have been a lifesaver as well. They literally have trapped every single freaking fungus gnat that once lived in here. So that's an older plant and that's an older trap, which is why it has more fungus gnats on it. But let me show you a newer plant that I just got a few days ago, actually. This is a angel wing begonia, and I think they call it a Dawn Linda or Linda Dawn variation. I don't know, guys, don't quote me. But, ooh, the sticky trap on this one, you can see it doesn't have any fungus gnats on it because I don't have as many fungus gnats as I used to. So it's not really catching anything right now because there's nothing to catch. But I just got this plant, I can't remember, maybe 4 days ago. And as you can see, it hasn't caught anything. And I'm telling you guys, I don't have any more fungus gnats, thank the Lord. I mean, they've definitely decreased in number. It could also be because it's wintertime, but I genuinely think it's because of what I've been doing to prevent them. So yeah, cinnamon, lifesaver. I sprinkle this onto the top layer of all of my plants periodically. And then the sticky traps as well, lifesaver. Every plant gets a sticky trap, especially when I introduce them into my home from the nursery. So those are some of my top favorite items from Amazon. I'll have all the prices linked below. You guys, check them out. If you're new to the journey and you're just having simple struggles with certain things, try out some of these products. They've helped me in the very beginning when I knew absolutely nothing about my plants. I really was just winging it and trying to learn as I go. And these are things that I'm probably going to keep in my plant regimen forever, for a long time, for the rest of my plant journey, for the rest of my life. I don't see myself to ever stop using some of these products just because they're that great. So yeah, I thank you guys for watching today. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, green friends.